Hey all, right now I'm diving into round 2 of a modern prelim. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna play, and can't really keep hands like this with dredge. This is the type of hand I would consider on 5. Probably not, honestly. Don't have a dredger, no real way to get going. Alright, this is a pretty excellent hand. We have Treecorn, Cathartic, a dredger, and we even get to put back this Narcomoeba. Pretty much exactly what we're looking for. And I'm just going to lead with the Stomping Ground. We'll mill in the second main phase. Good habit to get into. In case you hit Narcomoeba plus Prized Amalgam. Temple Garden. Interesting. Not 100% sure what we're up against, but let's find out. Alright. Some good mills. I'm going to mill Upkeep. Find a better dredger. We did not. Alright. Totally fine though. Hold this Forgotten Cave. Speed this up. And just fire off the Cathartic. Pitch 2 loams. Get at least 9 cards. And let's see, we're doing a little better now. 11. Alright, this is a pretty spectacular start. Drain them for 6 and put 8 power onto the board. Yield to everything. Alright, not many decks in Modern can beat this opener. Definitely had the nuts. Alright, so it looks like it was a devoted root strategy. Makes sense as to why they're continuing playing. So since we don't have an amp, I am going to mill Upkeep again. Alright, and the conflag is lethal. So that was a nice turn 3 kill. Here we're just going to board in all of our interaction creatures. I think the Thoughtseize is not great. Just rely on removal. I will cut an Ox, and I think we can just cut Chills. Failure to comply probably isn't what we're looking for. So we can board in the one Thoughtseize. Alright, this hand is good enough. It has a Cathartic. Not great enablers, but, you know, kind of how it goes with Dredge. Cathartic, probably keep. Here I'm going to lead on Wooded Foothills. Doesn't show that we have an axe. We're probably going to go Stomping Ground anyways. So here we're going to try and high roll. They presented us with an infinite life combo, Heliad plus Spike Beater. So we have 2 turns to try and deal lethal. So we're just going to take the most aggressive possible line. A brick like that probably locks us out from doing it realistically. Right. Triple amalgam goes a decently long way. Now we got to make sure we have a fetchable option. So our mountain is gone. We still have a stomping ground in the deck. Yeah. Alright. And here I will bring this back. So next turn we can loam plus conflag, bringing us to possibly lethal. Alright, them not just slamming it in their main phase is pretty bad news for us. So we're going to again dredge the maximum. Actually, that might have been ill-considered. We can go up to, so we'll be down to 5 cards. We kill that, so we'll go 4, and then we are potentially short. Alright, I don't think I have a better option. I can also go 1, 1, 3. 1, 2, 2. Leave the axe in my hand. If I go 1, 2, 2, I have 12 power. So I was 1 off lethal anyways. Yeah, definitely wasn't getting lethal this turn. But yeah, we'll just do this. So hopefully they just don't have another combo piece, and that's that. If they do, we're toast. Oh shoot! All right, I did mess this up. forgot about this whole interaction. The correct line was to do 2-2-1, but if they don't have another combo piece, we at least have good potential to race. And I can dredge loam and at least 3 next turn, so powerful. Alright, so we didn't have lethal that turn. I think playing the land worked out fine. Finale, so that's another spike feeder. Yep. Alright, not beating that one. It's interesting. I think their deck is, like, I would like chills. Speed things up a little bit. Maybe we'll just remove Ox. And then, like, trim on Merchant, because Lightning Axe conflicts with it. Alright, we'll try this route. Alright, easy mulligan. Easy keep. Gotta keep hands like this every time. A cathartic and a dream. Just gonna get rid of a fetch. I'm gonna hold the cave. Speed me up on a future turn. And we'll pitch the chill and the thug. See if we can chain. Nope. Alright, pretty weak start. This is definitely not the ideal matchup to start off like this. Gotta hope they're unable to find a Heliod for quite a while. Alright. So we're gonna upkeep Haggle. This lets us potentially hit 2 dredgers. Alright, we hit a con flag. It's not another dredger, but it's not bad. Keeps us in the game. And we're just gonna go 2-1, clear their board. So hopefully their hand was really dependent on that living. Our 8 power can get across the board, across the finish line. Having access to this cycle land give us a potential speed boost. If we like hit a loam off our thug, we can cycle into the loam, cast it, start setting up for another con flag. That type of thing is pretty powerful. Alright, not seeing a Heliod this turn is wonderful for us. I am gonna... Let me think. If I cycle Stinkweed, potentially... We Can't really lethal in this turn, but we can at least hit another Narcomoeba or something. Play Merchant, guaranteeing an extra 2 power. I'm gonna cycle. Alright, we'll just play out this Thug. Call. I'm gonna call for an Ooze. They can't just get Heliod because they're facing lethal. Interesting spot. We have 1 chill left in the deck. So we're not really playing toward that. We could dredge into Conflag to get 2 points over the finish line. Could also take a draw step, trying to get the Bloodghast. More. We've got 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lands accounted for, so 8 lands in the deck. That's approximately 1 in 4 to draw a land versus 4 looks at a chill or Conflag. So we can actually pull up a hypergeometric calculator and figure that out. So we have one that's just an easy 1 in 4. We're looking at 8 and 31. All right. So the other one is we have a population size of 31 with 2 successes and a sample size of 4. I think it's going to be pretty close. We'll see. Also 1 in 4, but slightly under, whereas the other way is slightly over. So if we do need exactly 2 damage, we'd be better off just taking the draw step. I'm not sure we're going to be in that spot, though. They're in the tank. I don't think they have a lot of good options. Boreok champion. That might be the best one. So that makes our Bloodghast a lot worse. Only represents 1 damage. So, but if 1 damage is all we need, then we can take the draw step route. Another thing in favor of the draw step route that we didn't discuss is that drawing the Conflag is probably fine if 1 point is what we're looking for, and we have outs to draw an enabler or interactive spell, both of which are pretty powerful. So I'm really leaning toward taking a draw step this turn, but we'll see what they do. So we do need 1 point. And yep, I will take the draw. Alright, so we did get punished. Unfortunate. But they are going to have to block an amalgam and fall to 1. Do they have a path to exile? the grow. Okay. Oh, not miscount. Alright, well, and we had lethal. Nice. For some reason I was thinking they were taking 5 here, but I guess that was in my head because they didn't scoop. Alright, well, off to a good start. See what the rest of the prelim brings. Welcome back to another dredge match. Round 3 of the prelim at 2-0. After dispatching Amulet and Heliod combo. 2 matchups that should be pretty tough. This one we're going to be on the draw. And an unknown matchup. Not sure I recognize our opponent's username. So, take it from here. And it's an excellent opener. Pretty much perfect. Alright, so we're most likely be up against some sort of Urza deck. Or the new Jeskai Breach combo. Both of which are pretty important matchups to have a handle on. So, just fetching the stomping ground now. Hopefully they don't have the nuts to. Emery. Emery's pretty beatable. Mill to Breach. Alright, we hit an imp. Man, running incredibly hot right now. Alright. Now the question is whether we pitch Conflag or whether we pitch second imp. I think that having the Conflag in our yard is pretty important because it gives us the ability to shoot for 7. So if we hit a Narcomoeba, we're fairly likely to do 13 looks guaranteed. We have good outs for turn 3 lethal, and against a deck that is capable of killing us on turn 3 itself, we probably need to go as quickly as possible. So, alright, and definitely running incredibly well here. So if we avoid lethal on this turn, we should have enough damage to get over the finish line. Definitely an incredible draw. Alright, Thassa's Oracle, not going to be enough to finish this off. Conflict for 7 on the way. That will do the trick. Cool. Alright, so we're going to be boarding in all the ley lines, and I think I'll board in Thoughtseize on the play and a small number of Nature's Claims on the draw. And I think we can afford to trim some chills. That's something I do pretty frequently. And Nargamoeba and a Merchant of the Veil. Just poking away at the worst enablers. And I think Ox is another one that we can go down 1 copy on. Ox is likely better than Conflag because it's playable against Graveyard Hate. So we'll keep both Ox. Alright, so this is really the matchup that the ley lines are for. I think they're not particularly well equipped to handle them, and they're also likely going to be sideboarding out their Teferis. So, it's a good thing to have access to. Alright, this is an easy mulligan, and does nothing. And, I mean, this hand is interesting. We have the ley line, which is pretty big, and we're on the draw, so we get 10 enablers. It's like 36% to hit. 2 turns. Yeah, that's not good enough. We'll take a 5. And the question is, can we take a 4? I think we can take a 4. This hand doesn't really do anything. Don't think Leyline alone is enough. Alright. This is interesting. I'm pretty sure we can roll with this. Just Leyline, Shriekhorn lands. Not great, but might be enough to get there. I have to hope their hand was combo focused. Alright, so we're just taking some draws. Ah, they added Serum Vision to the deck. It's interesting. Probably a reasonable choice. They drew and put 2 on the bottom. So I will activate, see if I can hit a dredger. Oh my gosh. Well, this was pretty incredible luck. Putting 8 power into play, turn 2 off of Mulda 4. That's like everything you could ask for. And yep, they've had enough. Well, pretty easy match. Definitely drew about as well as possible, so do it exactly like that, and your dredge leaves will go perfectly. Alright, so 3-0 and playing for the 40 QPs in the next 2 rounds. Alright, and this is a league match. Again with dredge. This hand is not keepable. True corn alone's not going to do it. We can do better. And this hand is a perfect example of better, where we have a merchant and a cathartic. Love to see it. Alright, we're going to do merchant on their turn, give them less info. If they're counterspell deck, we're pretty happy with them countering. So now the question is, do we just fire off the cathartic, or do we I think just firing off the cathartic is the move. We don't really want to sit around, and it'll still set up us to next turn. So alright. Trying another Narc amiibo is pretty awkward, but make it work. It's only looking at 5 cards. Alright, this is an awkward turn to Ox because now they have Archmage's Charm up. Don't think I really want to rattle that one off. Let's play the loam, get guaranteed dredge going. It is awkward because this is also the last turn that they won't have Cryptic up. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna Ox. Kind of high risk, but we'll see how it goes. In before Censor. Come on, my Ox. Heck yeah. Alright, love to see it. This is probably going to be enough power to get us over the finish line. Unless we get Cryptic locked real soon. Anger would also be a problem, but not one we can't solve. So I'm going to go to combat. I want to make sure that they don't counter my loam when they Cryptic. Alright, so left in my deck to fetch, I have one stomping ground. That's it. So I might want to play around anger. I'm not gonna hit any Narcomoebas because there are none left. So I'm gonna cycle this now to know whether I have a fetchable left. And if I don't hit my stomping ground, I'll play my fetch land. So I did not hit my stomping ground. Just gonna double check one more time. Yep. Alright. So we're good to just play this Bloodstained. And I'm gonna click no on Bloodghast. So I can bring it back on their turn. Alright, so they did hit another Cryptic. My exile pile has one Creeping Chill, so we still have a bunch more. I actually have the ability to go through my whole deck, hit all the Creeping Chills, and then flag them for lethal post-combat. So that's a pretty safe thing to do, and I will do that. So I want to dredge, stack more salvage, and then imp, imp, imp. And I can just start with an imp. It's fine. We need to conflag for 6. I have to do this before we ox. It'll make us discard our hand. Don't want to click stack more salvage. Now the bottom 2 cards of the library were chills. It's kind of funny. Alright, got there. So some unknown blue-red control deck. We could board in the Thoughtseize. It's kind of okay. Mostly don't want to sideboard very much. That's the main thing. Is it better than anything in the deck? Probably not. Likely just want to stick to enabling the main game plan. I generally like to sideboard pretty minimally with dredge. Alright, this is a pretty easy mulligan on 7. This type of hand I would actually keep on 6. Having Loam Shriekhorn is enough to get there in the slow matchups, but we can roll once for a better hand and manage to get there with what is pretty much a perfect 6-card hand. Alright, opponent is on 5. Give us time to fight through disruption. Graveyard hate or anything like that. So we'll just start with the Mountain Pass. Save the fetch in case we want to do some instant speed Bloodghast shenanigans. And we have the Stomping Ground already lined up. Second main, fire it off. Alright, and if this draws a counter spell, that's great news for us. Deal. Alright, so we'll keep the Merchant. Just pitch the land and the Thug. Alright, a little bit of a brick. It's okay. Narset's pretty good here. On a not established board. So we can just loan back a couple of lands, and on their turn, cycle a cave. Actually, on their turn, we're going to Merchant. Probably want to just accelerate as much as possible and make sure we still have loam in the yard for our turn. This is full on Jeskai control. Interesting. Alright, some pretty bad dredges, all things considered. Put an Aether Gust in their hand. It's not going to be very effective. The main thing is we need to put some pressure on this Narset ASAP. Yeah, I will just loam over other potential options. We still have fetchables. Yep, plenty. And I can just say no and bring it back later. I'm playing around surgical here, but possibly I should have I'm not too concerned with them surgically my bloodcast, if I'm being honest. Alright. This is a fantastic mill. Gives me enough power to take down this Narset. That is what I desire. And just a fast clock. I likely will just go for the Narset. Alright, so a path. And I'm not going to play around second logic knot. Seems pretty not worth. So play out a land and fire off the ox. I'll leave that cave in the yard. Or actually, no, we don't have the option unless we want to crack, which I think is bad considering that we can just play around Supreme Verdict pretty easily here. And yep, we'll just put that on top. Alright, so we have a 2-turn clock with an ox if they interact with us. If they just do nothing, I'm not going to cast it into potential cryptic. Alright. Yeah. I mean, they're playing control. Their options are pretty limited. Not a lot you can do. Dredge just eats control's lunch.